Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez are officially married after an emotional ceremony. Hey guys, welcome back to another shared news from home. We have the latest on Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez's wedding. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future updates. I'm your host, Gianna Gravalese, and today I'm joined by the lovely Fiona Zaring and Zachary. You guys, I am the biggest Ariana Grande fan on the planet, so I cannot wait to just dive right into this. Last weekend, Ariana and Dalton officially got married after 5 months of being engaged. The ceremony was kept private with only close family and friends being invited, and they always wanted a small wedding from the beginning of their engagement. Sources shared that it was important for both of them to have an intimate ceremony. Many fans wondered why this past weekend, why only 5 months after they got engaged. And a source also shared that with the pandemic slowly coming to an end, both of their lives were beginning to pick up as normal, and they wanted to do it before they both got too busy. After they both agreed that there was no point in waiting, the ceremony took place in Ariana's backyard in Montecito with hundreds of white florals. So a source also reveals that it was a beautiful but not over the top ceremony. And Ariana wanted it to be simplistic and tasteful because all she really cared about was having her family there to enjoy the special moment. Both Ariana and Dalton's families made toasts at the dinner to the newlyweds, and it turned out to be a beautiful and very emotional day for everyone. So I'm a little salty because I really wish I got an invite, but I didn't. It was a small wedding. How do we feel about this wedding? What do we even think she wore? Fiona, what are your thoughts?
Oh my goodness. I am so happy for her. I have to say, when I saw this news yesterday, it like made my day, which is so ridiculous. I just think Ariana has gone through so much in the past few years. She works so hard. Like, I'm just so happy for her to have been able to take some time, off, relax, and then make this wedding ceremony happen in a way that wasn't stressful, wasn't when she was juggling, a tour, being in the studio, all of the things that her life encompasses. It feels like it really got to be its own moment. I have to say, the white florals detail gave me the chills. I love wedding decor. And from the moment I read this, I have been dying for a glimpse at the dress. I'm all for keeping it private, but throw me a bone. I gotta see. She always knocks it out of the park. I gotta know what she wore. What are your thoughts, Zachary?
Yeah, I'm honestly really happy for Ariana. I have been watching her and supporting her since her days on Victorious as Kat Valentine. So it's definitely been a long road for her. We've seen a lot of her relationships play out in the public, in the press. We know Pete Davidson, that was a tumultuous relationship that really played out in the media. So I completely respect why Ariana wanted to keep this relationship with Dalton very low key and have that private moment and that private ceremony. I think it's important to take note of the fact that, yes, it was a 5-month engagement, but the two have been dating for over a year. So they definitely know each other very well and have been together for a minute. Especially with quarantine, you're spending more time with your significant other than normal. So that also kind of speeds up relationships. So I don't think that she rushed into it at all. I really think she took her time with this and made sure that this was the right guy for her. So happy for her and Dalton. Dying to know what she wore, a little bit more intimate details of the wedding. But I also respect and understand, as someone who is so famous and in the public eye, I put her in categories with Taylor Swift and Beyonce. Like, when you're that famous, those relationships you keep more private because otherwise everything will be exposed and it will turn into this and that in the magazines. So I respect her and I'm just so happy for her.
I am totally with the both of you. I mean, again, I am sad because I wasn't physically there or we don't have as many photos yet, but I can completely understand why. And then when I heard that they got married, I was just picturing her dress. And, I've seen her on tour. We've seen what she wears on the red carpet. I mean, how can we ever forget that beautiful gray gown that she wore? She looked like she was Glinda in the bubble from The Wizard of Oz. So I was just picturing like this huge dress with a train that was like miles long. But the fact that insiders are telling us that she had a really small, simplistic wedding, I just picture like this beautiful, like plain white gown, probably with a long train that like just obviously she looks good in anything, but would just make her look like even more of a princess than she already is. And we were all obviously shocked by the news about this wedding, as many fans were. But Ariana has always kept her and Dalton's relationship on the down low ever since the very beginning. The two went public 1 year ago after they appeared in the Stuck With You music video with Justin and Hailey Bieber. And even in that video, we didn't even see his face, right? We just got pretty much from the neck down. He was a mystery man. No one really knew who he was. And there weren't any photos of him on her Instagram right off the bat. She had no posts with him. So we were all stuck wondering who this guy was. But 7 months later, Dalton did propose to Ariana in December. And it was the first time she actually shared photos of her and Dalton on her Instagram publicly. And of course, along with the beautiful and unique ring that we know is a tribute to her grandparents. You know, she has the pearl next to the diamond, and the pearl actually belonged to her grandfather, and it was gifted to her on a separate ring by her nana. So that was like a really cute moment and ode to her grandparents, and she shared that photo as well. A source also shares that Ariana has been conscious of respecting her now husband Dalton, saying that she tries not to share too much about their relationship. So I don't think this is a bad thing at all, you guys, but why do we think that out of all her relationships, this is the one that she's kept private?
I think it just shows that this is the one that she kept private because this is the real deal. You know, she has been engaged before, but she's never been married before. So I think that this relationship is more sacred to her because in her heart, she knows that this is the guy for her. This is the one for her. So it totally makes sense that she wanted to keep that relationship a little bit more on the DL. And Dalton, you know, he's not out there as much as Ariana. He's not this mega superstar. I think there's a lot of pressure and intimidation when it comes to dating someone as famous as Ariana Grande. So I think she wants to respect Dalton and his wishes to have a little bit more of a private relationship. And if they can balance that and make it work, that's great for them. But you did mention, Gianna, their schedules are going to be picking up this summer, and Ariana Grande is a mega star. So I don't know if they're going to be able to keep their relationship as private in the future as they have been able to throughout the pandemic.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I have to say, I mean, timing is kind of everything, right? I mean, their relationship started, and then we all spent a lot of time at home with our significant others. And I feel like she obviously, from the get go, pre pandemic, did a lot of work to keep this extremely private. And I am 100% with you, Zachary. I think it is because to her, you know, she's had public relationships in the past. There's positive and negatives that come with it. But honestly, I just have to assume for most celebrity couples, the negatives, the added pressure, the stresses, if you really did a pro con list, the cons are going to win. So she probably learned from that, kept it extremely private. But it was pretty easy, you know, all things considered, to do when we were pretty much supposed to stay at home anyways, right? Go out with like our faces covered. Everyone was incognito. So you are right. Like if he's going to come visit her while she's on tour, as you know, she gets more back to red carpets in her life, maybe we'll be seeing more of them. But it feels like they kind of won, right? Because we're seeing more of them, but in a place where they already know who they are as a couple. They've already committed to each other. They already know what their lives look like. No public comments, pressure, you know, interjections are going to help shape that. And that's really the most important part. So I'm really, really hopeful that they're just happy for years and years and years to come, because I think they're an amazing couple.
You both made such great points. And also, we can't forget, like, we always say Ariana's been through the ringer, but like, we really just can't ever grasp exactly what she's been through. I mean, talking on the aspect of boyfriends, she obviously dated Mac Miller, who unfortunately passed away due to overdosing. And we have to remember back in that time, a majority of Mac Miller fans and like even just music fans in general all blamed Ariana for Mac's death. And then followed by, you know, the concert at Manchester. Then there was that unfortunate, tragic, awful bombing that she had to go through where she had fans die. And then she was blamed for that as well. So I think that her and Dalton's relationship is like such a breath of fresh air for her. I mean, she's one of the biggest pop stars in the entire world right now. Everything she does is in the limelight. And even though she's a great artist, the media has always focused on her love life. It's always been, who's she dating? Oh, it's Big Shot. Now it's Mac Miller. Oh, now it's Pete. Now it was Nathan. Like, they just overlooked her talent. And I feel like that's just wrong. So I think obviously now that she's found a guy that's actually for her, a normal guy at that, he's a real estate broker. He's not a celebrity like she's dated in the past. And I think that having a private relationship was beyond beneficial for the both of them. And although we don't see much about their relationship, Dalton is definitely the one for Ari. Sources tell us that being together during the pandemic allowed them to grow closer and really solidify that bond that they had together already. And by judging by the little short clips and the small photos that we have of the two, they really do look so happy together. And I'm sure their private life has a lot to do with their success of the relationship. I mean, we can even tell by her music. She served us Thank You Next, which was an album all about moving on and loving yourself and not needing men. And then after her and Dalton started dating, we got Positions, which the album name speaks for itself. Also, another insider tells us that they have so much fun together and Dalton treats her like the queen that she is. Now, guys, obviously this is her second engagement, but I think that this is the one that will last forever. So what do we see for the future together for them as a married couple going forward, Fiona?
You know, I just hope that what we see is their ability to continue to sort of live their lives on their own terms. They've been able to do it so far in their relationship. You know, they're not taking any outside, advice from the media, right? Like you see all of this pressure when relationships really play out in the public eye. The media starts to kind of craft a narrative for your lives together for you. We don't know what they are like behind closed doors. We don't know their favorite activities to do together, right? Like they are completely doing this by themselves behind the scenes. So again, I do really hope that we get to see that for them. Ariana is one of the busiest pop stars in the world. She's still very young. So I feel like I'm going to sound like her grandmother saying this, but one day if she wants them, I hope she's happy. Family with kids, with a bunch of dogs, animals, whatever looks like happily ever after in her eyes and his eyes, which again, we don't know. I hope that that's all that they have moving forward in life. What about you, Zachary?
Definitely lots of kids and dogs I see in Ariana's future. She is very family oriented. I've always admired how close she was with her grandmother, as well as her brother Frankie, who is a character in his own right. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what will be in store for them in the future. They have been able to keep this relationship private, which means that they do have a really good foundation. So I believe that as life gets back to normal, Ariana and Dalton get busier. They are going to have struggles and hurdles, as most relationships do, as most married couples do. But they are off to a really great start and have built a very private, awesome, loving relationship from what we know from her music, because that is kind of where we get a lot of these clues and insight into her relationship. Even Stuck With You, as you mentioned, Gianna, earlier with the whole Justin Bieber, Stuck With You, Stuck With You. I mean, she's stuck with him for life. I think that is how we're going to get to know a little bit more about their relationship through her music. She writes about her love life all the time. So I'm looking forward to learning about their wedding details. If we get any insights, I'm ready for it. And I cannot wait for more music from Ariana.
Yes. Everything that you both just said, just yes. I am hoping that she posts, a photo dump of the wedding, of the white florals, of, her and Dalton, her and her mother hand in hand. I just, obviously Frankie too, near and dear to my heart. I love the whole family. And I really just see this relationship as just blooming, like nothing but good things for the both of them. As you guys said, dogs. Ariana loves dogs. I think they're going to have like a whole farm. She's even known to pig. I'm pretty sure she still owns the pig right now, Piggy Smalls. So I think that they're just gonna have this like huge house full of animals. I am dying to see her have kids. I think that'll definitely be way down the line because, as Fiona said, Ariana is still like the busiest, most popular pop star ever. Like, I think we're gonna get a ton more albums. I think we're gonna get a couple more tours before she can really settle down and start like a family life. But for now, I think that she's gonna get back to doing her thing. He's he's going to get back into real estate. And I think that keeping their relationship on the down low is going to continue, although we'll probably see photos of them, hand in hand, like more so going on in the future, because I mean, this news broke. Obviously, we're going to get way more going forward. Like, we can't just keep them a secret forever. But again, I wish them nothing but the best. For now, we're just going to have to guess what the wedding was like, because that is all the details we have for you guys right now. Let us know what you think about Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez's wedding in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to follow us on all of our socials, and make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future updates. I'm your host, Gianna Gravalese. I was joined by the lovely Fiona Zaring and Zachary Reality. Give us a follow. Come say hi. Our socials are on the screen right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.